Hi, my name is Freja. I live with my mom, dad, and my sister Lily. Lily is really beautiful and smart. Sometimes it feels like my parents pay more attention to her than to me. They often scold me for spending too much time in my room. They say things like, "You're always hiding away. You should be more active. We won't be here forever, you know." I understand that they won't be around forever, and I have my own thoughts and interests, but my parents see me as lazy and don't take me seriously. Lily once told me that I'm not as cute or talented as she is. She even asked me if I ever think about my purpose in life. I told her I'm content with my life, but she kept talking about how amazing her life is, especially since she's marrying a wealthy guy. I'm not really interested in getting married, but Lily kept boasting about it and saying that I'll never find someone to marry me. Despite Lily's attitude, I told her I would come to her wedding because she's family. However, she didn't want me there and called me names like lazy and useless. Even mom and dad agreed with her, saying I shouldn't come to the wedding. But I felt like it would be wrong if no family showed up, so I decided to go anyway. On the day of the wedding, as I was getting ready, my parents caught me and yelled at me for coming. Lily was angry too, but I just wanted to support her. However, she said hurtful things and didn't even invite me to the family dinner. I felt rejected and hurt by their actions. Eventually, I decided to leave because it was clear they didn't want me there. As I was leaving, someone outside called me boss and complimented me. Confused, I asked why they were calling me that, and then I realized I was wearing something unexpected. This longer version adds more detail to Freja's feelings and experiences, expanding on her relationships with her family and her internal struggles. I asked, bewildered, "Wait, you're the one getting married? How do you know Henrik, and why are you calling me boss?" It turned out this person was the president of my company. "No way, you're the president?" I exclaimed in shock. They then asked about my connection with Lily. "She's my sister," I replied. "What? Lily is your sister? But I didn't see you with the family greeting," Henrik said, surprised. "Well, my sister didn't take me to the greeting," I explained. Henrik seemed puzzled. "Why would she do that?" he asked. "She thought I was just a lazy, useless person," I replied. Henrik turned to my sister, questioning her. "Sister, is this true?" Lily hesitated, then replied, "Well, she's always in her room staring at her computer. I didn't think she was doing anything important." Henrik wasn't convinced. "Don't joke around. The boss gives us precise instructions from home. She's a skilled executive," he said firmly. My sister realized her mistake. I didn't know, Freja.
I'm sorry.
I never thought." She stammered, realizing her misjudgment. "It's okay, sister. I understand now," I reassured her. "I'm going home. I'll call for the limousine," I said, feeling hurt by the situation. "A limousine? That's a fancy car," Henrik remarked, surprised. "Boss, you're leaving?" Henrik asked, concerned. "Yes, it seems I'm not welcome here," I replied sadly. "Hey, what are you doing, Lily? How dare you speak to the boss like that?" Henrik scolded my sister, growing angry. "But I didn't know. How can you blame me for not knowing?" Lily defended herself, sounding remorseful. "Ignorance is no excuse, boss." "I apologize for Lily's rudeness," Henrik said, taking responsibility. "It's all right. She's my family, so you don't have to apologize," I reassured him. "No, I'll take responsibility and call off the marriage with Lily," Henrik declared. "What? Henrik, what are you saying?" Lily exclaimed, surprised. "Quiet. I can't forgive someone who disrespects the boss," Henrik snapped, his anger evident. "Why are you so upset?" "Yes, I said hurtful things to Freja, but why is it affecting you so much?" Lily asked, confused. "You see, I owe a lot to the boss. I had trouble finding steady work. My job history was a mess, and I was struggling to get hired anywhere. Just when I was about to give up and accept one of those jobs, I received an interview at the boss's company, Henrik explained. Henrik's words brought back memories for me. I remember that happening, I said, reflecting on the past. The boss said she wanted to see me, not just my resume. After chatting for a while, she understood who I was and hired me. The boss's company offers fair working conditions and treats me well, so the boss changed my life, Henrik explained. I didn't know. What a wonderful story, my sister replied, trying to win Henrik's favor. However, Henrik saw through her attempt and became even angrier. It's clear you're trying to manipulate me, but I won't forgive the disrespect you showed to the boss, Henrik said sternly, causing my sister to tremble in fear of his genuine anger. Please don't cancel the wedding. Come on, father, mother, say something, my sister pleaded, seeking support from our parents. But they remained silent, unwilling to intervene. We didn't mean to blame Freja as much as Lily did. My father finally spoke up, shifting the blame onto my sister. Well then, the wedding is off, my sister exclaimed, tears streaming down her face as she screamed in frustration. Henrik remained composed as he laid out the repercussions of canceling the wedding. If we cancel the wedding, there will be a cancellation fee. If we cancel on the same day, it will be 100%, he explained calmly. 100%. How much money is that? My sister asked, shocked. Well, the total cost of the wedding was $60,000, so it would be $60,000, Henrik replied evenly. $60,000, even if it's canceled, my sister exclaimed, feeling the weight of the situation. That's how cancellation fees work, Henrik explained matter-of-factly. No way. Then we should just go ahead with the wedding, my sister suggested, scrambling for a solution. Sorry, but I can't do that. I can't forgive what you said to the boss, and I fear he might continue to be abusive if we got married. I can't live with someone like that, Henrik explained firmly. My sister questioned, feeling hurt. Please. My mother interjected, trying to calm the situation. Henrik then turned to me, seeking my opinion. She's saying this now, but she's just telling you what you want to hear to get through this situation, I replied calmly. If you get married, she'll likely start mistreating you too, criticizing you for not doing enough housework even though you're working, or complaining about the challenges of being a homemaker and expecting you to do all the chores. I see. Then it's better to call off the marriage, Henrik concluded, understanding the situation. Hey, don't say such unnecessary things. I almost had him convinced. My sister protested, frustrated. Did you hear that? She said, convinced. That's not a word you use with someone you're planning to marry, is it? I pointed out, highlighting the lack of genuine commitment in my sister's words. I think so. I think it's better to call off the marriage or go change, Henrik said, walking away. Wait, Henrik, don't go. My sister pleaded, panicking. Freja, what have you done? My wedding is ruined. My sister blamed me, frustrated. Don't blame me. This is your own doing. You brought this upon yourself, I retorted, feeling frustrated. If you hadn't insisted on me not coming to the wedding in the first place, none of this would have happened. It's your responsibility. Bring Henrik back right now, my sister demanded angrily. I understand how you feel, but Henrik seems to have lost his desire to marry. If you proceed with the wedding in this state, it will only bring pain to both of you. I think it's best to call it off, I advised. What should I do then? Did you hear about the cancellation fee? $60,000 is a huge amount, my sister exclaimed, worried about the financial implications. Yes, it's a significant sum. Even if we split the cancellation fee, it's still $30,000. And if they blame me for the cancellation, I might end up having to pay the entire amount, I explained, realizing the financial burden. Well, that's a possibility. But what choice do you have? You've brought this upon yourself, I pointed out. Hey, I just said some harsh words. Is it really worth canceling the wedding over that? My sister protested. Don't tell me it's Henrik's decision, she added, feeling overwhelmed. Hey, father, mother, say something, my sister pleaded, turning to our parents for support. Suddenly, our parents became very friendly towards me. Well, I never knew Freja had become a boss. Oh my, as a mother, I'm so proud, my mother exclaimed. No, I always believed in Freja. She's a real go-getter. From now on, let's rely on Freja's money, my father added, relying on my financial success. You must be joking. I sighed and I retorted, reminding them that they had also been verbally abusive to me in the past, so I didn't feel inclined to spend money on them. Sorry, but I don't want to live with my family anymore. I'm going home now to look for an apartment to live alone, I declared, feeling fed up with the situation. What? Why? We've been living together all this time. Why do you suddenly want to live alone? My sister asked, confused. I lived with you because I believed in the concept of family bonds. I hoped that by living together, you might eventually understand my job. But the reality was different. You never understood my work and even insulted me. And now you want to rely on my money? Would anyone want to live with people like that? I explained, feeling hurt and frustrated. I understand.
I'm sorry.
From now on, I'll cherish you. Please continue living with us, okay? My sister apologized, hoping to mend our relationship. No, didn't I? I don't want to live with you anymore, I replied firmly, standing by my decision. Despite my refusal, father and mother continued to insist, refusing to accept my choice. What if we kick Lily out of the house? Then you'll live with us, right? My father suggested, surprising everyone with his proposal. What? Wait, father, what are you saying? My sister protested, feeling shocked and hurt by his words. Shut up. I was a fool to expect anything from you. We'd be better off living with Freja than with you. My father snapped angrily, showing his disappointment in my sister. It was the moment my father abandoned my sister, and as a family member, I couldn't bear to witness such cruelty. Father, just so you know, I detest people who abandon others so easily the most, I stated firmly, expressing my disapproval. What? What are you saying? My father asked, taken aback by my words. People like that will eventually betray my trust too, so I can't live with them, I explained. No way, my father exclaimed, realizing the consequences of his actions. Hey, you idiot husband, why can't you convince her to stay? My sister scolded. Shut up. Henrik snapped in frustration as my parents continued to argue. Henrik returned, now dressed in casual clothes. What's going on? Are you still fighting? Henrik asked, puzzled by the commotion. Henrik, I can't believe you actually went to change, my sister remarked, surprised. I told you I would, didn't I? What's going on?
Henrik replied, confused.
Are you really going to cancel the wedding? I hate this. Why is this happening? My sister lamented, feeling overwhelmed by the situation. Yeah, just so you know, you're the reason for all this, so you'll have to pay the entire cancellation fee. I've already discussed it with our parents, I stated firmly. What? That's not fair. It's not solely my fault, is it? My sister protested. Sis, no matter how you look at it, the blame falls on you, I replied, feeling frustrated. Hey, be quiet. How dare you tell the boss to be quiet? I won't tolerate any more insults to the boss. Henrik intervened, defending me. Wait, please calm down, my sister pleaded, trying to diffuse the tension. Boss, did you see Leo yet? Henrik asked me. No, I got caught up in a conversation and forgot, I admitted. Then I'll call it. I need to go home too, Henrik said, taking action. Wait a minute, please reconsider. My sister pleaded once again, hoping for a change of heart. What's there to reconsider? I don't love you anymore, you know. My sister replied sadly. Don't say that. It was my fault. I promise I won't say anything terrible to Freja again. My sister pleaded, trying to make amends. We've had this conversation many times, enough already, I replied, feeling weary of the repeated apologies. Boss, I've called the limo. It'll be here soon, Henrik informed me. Then let's wait outside. I'll go change too, I said, ready to leave. Wait, Freja, let's talk. My sister called out, hoping for a chance to reconcile. There's nothing to talk about, I replied firmly, determined to leave the situation behind. Please, Freja, father and mother are begging too. Without you, we'll have to rely on Lily's money, my sister pleaded. But Lily will have to pay the cancellation fee and might run out of money. We won't be able to live comfortably, I countered, concerned about our financial stability. Father, mother, if you need money, why don't you consider getting a part-time job or something? I suggested. No way. I don't want to work at this age. My father protested. It's okay. There are people working even in their 60s, and you're both still in your 50s, right? You're still energetic, I reasoned. That's not the problem. My body feels heavy and it's hard to move. And you expect me to work? My father complained. Yes, I replied firmly, agreeing with my father's sentiments. Are we done here? I'm going to change, so don't talk to me anymore. After I get home, I'll pack my bags and stay at a hotel. For now, I have no intention of dealing with you ever again, I declared firmly. Hey, wait for me, please. Don't go. Don't abandon us, Freja. My sister and parents pleaded desperately. But I didn't stop, ignoring their cries. I quickly changed and left the venue. Henrik's limo took me home, and I grabbed my packed bags and headed to a hotel. There, I searched for apartments, signed a lease right away, and completely cut ties with my family. As a consequence of canceling the wedding, Lily had to pay the $60,000 cancellation fee, and my parents were so angry that they disowned her. In the end, they ran out of money and had to work part-time jobs. Lily, having nowhere else to go, began living as a day worker. Meanwhile, I focused on growing my company, increasing my income, and living happily ever after, free from the toxicity of my family.